I like to sing, dance, pretend, and I like to have fun. Hi. You. Let's go over here. Just you and me. I just wanted to say,
Can we do more kazoo?
you're my special friend.
Hey,
Are
PhantasmaCasters.
you asking me why people eat potatoes?
That is
I'm
one of our new
surprised you don't
drops.
know, sir.
And this is Jay and Bigby.
I couldn't help myself. I had to do it.
But on a more serious note, there's been some more interesting things that have happened since the last podcast.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
We had Charlottesville. Still more going on in North Korea. Joel Osteen and Hurricane
What a
Harvey.
cunt.
Yeah.
What a cunt!
We had the Mayweather-McGregor fight
What a cunt!
and the Game of Thrones finale.
That cunt, though.
But first, we gotta talk about these dope-ass logos we just got.
Oh, yeah. The fucking logos I spent $42 to make.
They're pretty sweet, though.
They
They're
are.
great. I like
They
it.
are. They are.
So what do you want to talk about first? The circle one?
I think we should start with the one that's not going to be the background to this video, but I'm still going to show it, because it's the new fucking channel icon.
PhantasmaCast. I mean, the font. The font is beautiful.
It's Goosebumps. I don't like it.
It's Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. That's Monster Blood. That's Monster Blood, man. You ever read that one?
Childhood memories. Bad memories.
Bad memories, man. I only like that one because it's a little like something you'd see on a store. Other than that, it's a good cover.
Yeah, it's a good
It-
cover.
it's
It's
a good-
not something that's going to necessarily represent us on videos,
No.
necessarily. But it's something cool that we can just kind of have out there.
Yeah.
Something that's not,
It's something that says podcast too, without actually saying podcast.
Yeah, I like that. Because sometimes, I don't know, podcast using that is just...
Yeah. Now let's go to the shitty one.
Okay, so now...
Let's get that one out of the way.
So now we're going to PhantasmaCast, where there's a skull wearing headphones, and then he's got, like, a tear?
A red teardrop.
I mean, I don't know if we're that metal.
We're not.
So...
But I like the font in this one. That's the only thing I really like in the font. If the skull wasn't looking too sad and he was looking a little bit more crazed and maniacal,
That,
smiling,
the
I'd like it a lot more.
the blood tear is what really gets me.
Yeah.
The blood tear,
Yeah.
You took that away, actually, I'd probably still get, that'd be pretty good. But it's just too much. It's just
No.
too much.
I also want to point out I had like 5 revisions, so I could have gotten 5 revisions, and I was like, they're good enough.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Now we're on to the Spookter Specters.
I mean, I do really like these ones,
Yes.
but if they had more of the reaction that they do with the next one we're going to talk about,
Yes.
where you had more of the difference, because they kind of look the same.
I do want to say they look like how in my head how I wanted them to look.
Yeah.
Just their faces are wrong. Other than that, it would have been like a perfect logo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It was just mostly the faces because that's what I kind of wanted more than anything. Where this next one's a bit more like happy-go-lucky, cartoonish. Like
The next one's just perfect. The next one's just perfect all around. And I don't want to talk about that one just yet. I still want to stay on this one. I did take the PNG version of this one, and I had made a background in case you want it. And I have also created a PNG background version of the next one we were about to show.
I definitely think we should probably put this out on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
Put out samples of these so they can all check them out if they want to.
Yeah.
Because we'll use the ones we really like, but I don't know if they're really gonna get to see the other ones without us just kind of throwing them out there.
No, fuck that. I'm putting them all in the video.
Cool.
Fuck that.
Oh,
Fuck that. Fuck
sweet.
it. I have to fucking edit this shit. It's not my fault we get a copyright strike. Kind of
Yeah.
was my fault. It was all my fault.
Well, it happens. It happens.
Hey, we're allowed to keep the video though.
Good.
And now to the good one.
And now to the good one. The cartoonish ghosts, phantoms.
Oh my
Microphone.
god, they're two separate entities. I just noticed that. There is space in between them.
There's a microphone.
Oh
One's
my god.
smiling, laughing. One's
I just realized
frowning.
that microphone is like 50% opacity. If you think about it.
I like the way that microphone looks. Had you had the last
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
with that type of microphone and with the different faces,
Yeah.
but this one's still really, really good. I just like that it definitely shows kind of two different personalities.
Yeah, it does. It's got the happy-go-lucky and the fuck you. Good
I
luck
wonder-
guessing who's who.
Yeah, good luck guessing which one's which.
I wonder who the fuck is who.
But these logos are great.
These are fucking dope-ass logos.
Now we really have some representation when it comes to logos.
What are you trying to say? My logos were shitty?
Hey, I never said that. You're the first one actually to suggest new logos, so.
I was. I also suggested to buy them off Fiverr, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I can just make it myself. And then I was like, oh, this is too hard. Spent 5 hours on this one. This is dumb. And then I literally just took out the faces and the bottom text and moved the fucking PhantasmaCast down and was just like, all right, let's see what I can do. Oh, good. 2 minutes done.
Actually, how long did it take for this guy to get back to you on this?
14 hours.
Wow.
Literally a day.
That's
I went to, I ordered it, that Friday night I told you about it.
Okay.
And then Saturday morning or Saturday night when I woke up, I got replied.
Wow, that was quick, and they're good.
I can actually pull up the email, see when I actually got it.
PhantasmaCast. At first, when we were talking about mascots, I was just like, "What in the world would you choose for a mascot?"
Hold on, I ordered it August 25th, 7 minutes to midnight, and I got it August 26th. It doesn't give me time, but I knew it was midday because I saw it when I was groggy.
That's really not bad.
Yeah.
That's a good turnaround on that.
2:12 p.m.
2:12.
14 hours. 16 hours. Somewhere around there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 14 hours.
It was interesting though when we were discussing mascots
Uh-huh.
and we were trying to think of that, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, Phantasm, duh. It seemed to make more sense.
Well, I was like, we don't really talk about spooky stuff that often yet. So,
No, we don't.
I mean, I can't wait for the Halloween stuff.
The Halloween special is gonna be badass.
Oh, what are you talking about? Not like we're gonna just read creepypastas that entire time.
Creepypasta.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna have That's gonna. You want to hear it here first? First ever Phantasma 4-hour podcast.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
No givesies backsies.
Who gives these backseats? No. No?
No. No givesies backsies. We're doing it.
Yeah.
Set in stone.
Down. Down.
What do you like to play?
No gives these backseats?
Exactly.
So, Charlotte's.
Charlottesville. Oh yeah, that racist area.
Oh my gosh. It's like I mean you know racism is still out there.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just can't believe when bigger things like this happen.
Who would have
Sometimes.
known tiki torches would be the biggest thing to hate out of all of this?
There really started to become some memes after that about tiki torch.
I love the tiki torch stuff though.
The tiki torch stuff.
Leave it up to upper middle class white teenagers, college kids.
Oh man. But
Did you see the Voice documentary on that? On Charlottesville?
no, I haven't.
There was like an old guy who was like, "We're using our meme to get our word out there. We're sending our memes." I'm just like, yes.
Yes, this guy gets it. This guy gets it.
Sad part is he was a white supremacist, and I'm like, this guy can't be serious. These guys can't be fucking serious. They're talking about getting memes out there of all things.
He let his memes be dreams. He let his memes be dreams.
God
damn. But it's, I don't know, interesting. I just don't get. I'm starting not to get the statue thing though. Like they're taking down lots and lots of statues all over the place. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, is it that big of a deal? Is it? Like I
At this point, just fucking leave it up there and just change the fucking plaque to be like, oh, hey, check out this bitch ass nigga.
You know, it's
This motherfucker lost.
yeah.
Look at him. What a loser.
I mean, there are a lot of Confederate statues and such things, and you know, removing those. But it's still history. I don't know if it's something that's celebrated.
Do you know how much of my taxes is being used to take this down?
Your taxes? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know how much of my taxes are being used to take it down? Probably a penny, but you know what? It's still my penny. I want my penny back if that statue comes down.
Well, wasn't it Charlottesville that they weren't taking them down yet, so they're just covering them up?
No, Charlottesville is the Robert E. Lee one.
But which one was it that they were just covering them up? They weren't taking them down yet, but they were just going to cover them all up.
Fucking one of the South. One of the dirty Souths.
I saw. I don't remember what I was watching. Whether it was like a Vice thing or something, but I was watching one on New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
and how they were taking down all their things.
Mm.
You get a lot of kind of pushback sometimes from other people. I think it's mostly because it's the history thing.
No, it's
I guess
you're challenging someone.
it's
And when you challenge someone, they're gonna respond.
yeah. I mean, I don't really care either way on the statue issue, I guess, but
You're right. Who gives a shit? I'm not black.
well, you know. But maybe it's just something that at least it opens more of a discussion.
Hey, I'm libertarian for a reason because I believe in people should having their civil liberties. You know? Don't tell me how I should live my life. I won't tell you how to live your life.
I think that's
Fuck you! Shut the fuck up!
I think that's the perfect way to live.
I'm not done speaking.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
We're not gonna just fucking sit here and push buttons all night.
No, no.
Just shut the fuck up.
You are fake news.
You are. You're fake news.
This nigga really went there.
This-
This motherfucking nigga really went there.
I didn't go anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Just like I'm gonna kick Kim Jong-un's ass.
That
Bitch.
situation's so, I don't know, interesting, kind of.
Even if it happens, it's gonna be so one-sided and it's gonna end in like a week.
Yeah, it really is.
You gotta think about it. North Korea has outdated weapons. That includes tank and submarines and airplanes.
True.
They already have limited resources. So if you need to go to war, where are you getting your fucking resources from? You need to feed people.
Right. And even though China is like their biggest ally,
China has said, dude, you keep firing these missiles, we're fucking out of here. Alright?
yeah, they literally said, you know, if you fire first, we're gonna stay neutral. We're gonna stay neutral. If somebody decides to attack you back, you know, we're gonna stay out of it. We don't need this.
Like, China and Russia are like, dude, just fucking stop firing missiles at fucking the guys who can take over the world. Please.
Yeah, like
You're not the big dog.
like they're
South Korea could take you out if they wanted.
they could. China would probably intervene there though,
Yeah.
because they want a presence. But in that situation, but
Yeah.
you know, they're still testing bombs.
I mean, come on, we got.
They fired that missile over Japan where people actually hid in shelters.
I
They
mean,
were told.
let's be honest. South Korea and Japan are both willing to be like, dude, you attack America or Guam, we're gonna step in. We're gonna be the ground forces. But America has a fucking drone that can just, annihilate you guys all at once. Fuck it.
Well,
I like how everybody's like, they're gonna start World War III, and it's like, no, they're not.
they're definitely not going to.
Anything that happens, we're just gonna erase North Korea from history. That's it.
That's kind of the only way I see
I'm
it.
glad I'm gonna be in the generation that sees the reunification of Korea. Let's be honest.
Well, you know, although it might be a little destroyed. So I don't,
Yeah, well,
they'll just be like, we have this land here now, but
South Korea will be like, all right, guys, we're taking over, so you're in good hands. America is not full of Jew-hating bastards, like you have been raised to believe. Here is Psy to lead in the cleaning up
sigh.
of Korea.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Clean up North Korea.
That was perfect. I like that.
Oh,
I mean,
opium addicts.
oh gosh. Yeah, you had those lined up already.
Came off right at the top of my head. Can I say?
I can't believe how many people are like super into that. Oh, they're gonna start World War III. They're gonna start World War III. I don't.
No reason for any of the top 50 economic countries in the world to go to war. World War III couldn't happen mainly because Europe is already unified. They're all clustered together. And I mean, the first two world wars were because they wanted power. Everybody in Europe wanted power still.
And things have changed mightily.
I mean,
from
World
then.
War III was technically the Cold War between U.S. and Russia. That was it.
But now it comes down to
And it was just down to like, oh hey, let's have a Smash tournament. All the presidents. Every world leader gets together in one room each year. Smash tournament.
I like this idea. Settle all disputes through Smash.
Yeah. Donald Trump would obviously lose with his fucking baby hands. I am the best Smash player. You know it. I mean Kirby. Alright, President Trump. That's where you're wrong. You need to start training on Fox. Get that speed in there, and stop being a little cunt. Look at Putin. Look at who he's maining. He's maining fucking Donkey Kong. He got that one-hit punch.
Why does it seem like Trump would be Kirby? Like, just the worst. That would be his favorite.
It kind of does.
It's crazy, though, watching... Because Vice does a lot of good documentaries and stuff.
They do, because they're usually neutral.
Yeah, they stay pretty neutral. And I was watching something on computers or whatever, like hackers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they were just kind of ending one of their documentaries with like some video of North Korea.
Uh-huh.
And you were just seeing like this major city. And then you were just seeing some few lights on in the center.
Uh-huh.
And you were just seeing it dark for the rest.
Yeah.
Like they just don't have the resources to even power their own country,
Like
let
I
alone.
said, if anybody ever goes to war with them, it'll only be a week, and North Korea will be gone. I mean, North Korea.
Well, not only is it the outdated weapons, but actually
they're banking everything on nuclear missiles.
they are.
And
They really are.
if Japan has those, we all know Japan. They've seen nukes twice. They're not.
You know,
They're
and
the only country in the world.
and we don't think about it that there are missile defense systems out there.
Yes. And
Like-
Japan has some, and
Yeah.
they're willing to say, "Hey, don't attack Guam. We have these missile defenses."
Yeah. So, well, also I thought it was interesting because they're always about this big show of power, and they always do these huge marches with the military and stuff.
Yes.
And it was pointed out that a lot of those weapons they had in those marches are fake.
Yeah.
They don't even have real weapons.
Yeah.
It looks like they have a lot of stuff. They have they just make like fake missiles.
Yeah.
It's just I
They're
don't
they're
know.
kind of also banking on like the China strategy, where if they actually do get a land fight, it's just send everybody who doesn't have a weapon out front, so everybody else runs out of ammo,
Right.
and then send in the guys who can shoot. But with North Korea, it'll be more like, oh, they're using airstrikes.
Oh.
We did not plan this, right? We need Alec Baldwin.
What?
Oh wait, no. Alec Baldwin's Kim Jong Il's best friend. We need Dennis Rodman. How is Dennis Rodman not just had talked to the CIA and just had some fucking poison gloves on just to high five him? Be like, yo, basketball, bro. Take me to prison. I just want to see Rodman for the rest of my life. I don't care about anything else.
I'm kind of surprised that no one's attempted really to take them out. Like the top at North Korea.
Seriously. The only one we know who can get close to him is Dennis Rodman. That's it.
Seriously. What's up? I mean, there's still some other really bad dictators, I'm sure, out there that you don't really hear about as much because they just don't do anything.
Coney 2012. Coney 2012.
But it's just he's the most high-profile dictator, and I'm just surprised somewhat that nothing's just happened.
Yeah. Well, World War III would also never happen because we have world news. We're in an age where news happens like that.
Yeah, you can
I broke my femur by doing that, by the way.
you can get information from anywhere, whenever you want.
Yeah. Like if a nuclear missile launched right now, we'd be like, oh hey, there's a news site saying that a nuclear missile was just launched. Cool. Get on that shit.
Get on that shit. So if you
Wait, hold on. I think I know how to solve the North Korea problem.
Interesting. What do you got?
We get a weather device, and we create a hurricane, and just send it over North Korea, and we flood them, and we send Joel Osteen over there, and so he can build a church, but not let anyone in.
I love your transitions today. They're just perfect. perfect.
They are lit, fam.
Yes, very lit. So Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah, Hurricane Steve Harvey. He got tired of hosting Family Feud. He was tired of the dumb questions.
Okay. It's interesting. I saw a post recently where it was the major hurricanes that have hit and been pretty bad natural disasters recently have all hit on the same day,
Mm-hmm.
like Katrina and that.
Yeah.
Like, is this really? Although, I mean, come on, you have a hurricane season, so all the hurricanes are going to happen during that time.
Yeah.
Just because one tends to happen, maybe that's the most volatile time for the worst hurricanes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's summertime.
yeah,
It's when all
makes-
the weather is going crazy.
I just watching the pictures and seeing the crazy flooding there.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah. If that went the way, I think if that one went the way that Katrina went, we'd probably have no Louisiana for a while.
Yeah, had it been that situation,
Yeah.
because I mean, it was bad flooding without huge levees that were supposed to hold back water.
Yeah.
Let alone
And with this, New Orleans would have been just completely gone.
what
Because New Orleans is below sea level.
right.
And that place would have been gone, but this place landed on some place that was, more elevated.
And what I found just crazy is that they never issued an evacuation warning.
I don't think anybody thought it was going to be that bad.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. And they're just like, well, then how do you not? How can we find out? How can they find out overall? Because they're always trying to be able to warn people sooner.
I mean,
But how do you not know something like that's going to be that bad?
I mean, at least with Katrina, they were like in New Orleans, and they were like, "Dude, we're below sea level. We need to get the fuck out of here." And
Yeah,
everybody
'cause-
was like, "Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here." I do want to say the one thing I do like about Hurricane Harvey is like all the fucking pictures of people going and getting their pets. Like, thank you,
Yes.
thank you. I love seeing those. I love seeing people rescue their animals. I love that.
What probably hurt me the most though was the ones though that they just left their pets. There was just
Oh.
pets all over the place. I'm like,
those motherfuckers can fuck off.
where was it? I thought there was one. There was like still like a dog attached to like a post or something.
Oh, I think there was
Like
one too.
yeah, it was like a leash or something
Yeah.
or a chain or whatever. He was still attached, couldn't go anywhere.
Mm.
What the hell? I saw this one picture. It was a dog, and he was just standing on top of a car that was surrounded by water. Like, but I thought it was really cool. The way there's been a lot of people out there really going and helping.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things, interesting thing I saw was, I saw this video post,
Mm.
and it was just from like a dash cam.
Mm-hmm.
It was this truck driving down this highway, and it was like a 3-lane highway, and to the farthest side, all it was trucks with boats attached.
Uh-huh.
They were just all going down there to help people out. I mean, it's really cool kind of seeing those things come to back.
It is. It is. It's cool seeing like good Samaritans coming together to do something great.
Yeah, and just, even some of the people that aren't doing as much help, but they're at least going out there and trying to do
Something.
fundraising. The big fundraising I'm getting a lot of, because this is also the most expensive natural disaster to ever happen.
Yeah, because Houston is a big city.
Yeah, Houston's.
I mean, I'd have to say that this is like close to Katrina levels, and like this topped Katrina. Quite honestly, I think it
Yeah.
is, because I do think that Houston is a little bit bigger than New Orleans.
Oh, another thing I saw that I just thought to myself, why?
Uh-huh.
Why? Was the people in a nursing home, and you saw them all still in the nursing home, and it was flooded.
Yeah.
I just saw this old lady like sitting on a couch and was like up to her chest. I'm like,
I just want to say something real quick. There were no hurricane disasters when Obama was president. Coincidence?
Coincidence? I think not.
To be honest, Katrina happened, it was Bush. Harvey happened, it's Trump.
Hurricane Katrina happened. Where's the president?
What about
I'll find him.
What? Mr. President, you need to come down. There's been a disaster in New Orleans. Go away.
Don't make me do stuff.
Bring super fudge.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ.
I just couldn't believe. I'm like, really? The people running that just went. You didn't see it flooding, or was it really that quick?
Yeah.
Maybe it was, but I'm like, really?
Well, I mean, it is a hurricane, so, prone to flash floods.
I also saw this posting from a news station in Houston, and it was just like they were posting a picture from their second floor at their radio station or wherever, and you could just see the flooding so slowly creeping in to their downstairs, and they're still all upstairs. I'm like, well, you guys need to get the fuck out of there. What are you doing just posting pictures?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Guys, we need to stay and work. No, we need to go up. We need to go up the tower, please. That tower can't support us. It can support at least me.
Actually, I just saw a video this morning. It was of a UFC fighter, and he's been going and helping out.
Oh, was it the one who lost the boxing match, Conor McGregor?
No, not yet.
Oh.
This dude has an awesome lifted truck, though. Seriously.
Oh my god.
But let's get back to Joel Osteen, though.
What a cunt!
I mean, probably the biggest church in America, maybe?
Probably.
As far as mega churches go.
Yeah,
And
he's in
he's just-
Texas.
And he's just like,
You don't want
Nah.
those soggy homeless people.
nah, on them homeless people, though.
Nah, I'm not gonna take them new homeless people. Nah, fuck that.
Nah,
They're too wet. They're gonna ruin my carpet.
nah, I'm a millionaire, nah.
Jesus wouldn't want that.
This is a church, not a shelter.
Yeah, come on, people, please.
Unless you include tax shelter. Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be taxed. I'll say it. As a libertarian, I will say it. He needs to be taxed.
He's a millionaire. Tax that dude. He's a millionaire for having a church. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
For evading taxes. Because churches are exempt from taxes.
Which is crazy, isn't it? Isn't it crazy that churches are exempt from taxes?
Yes, it is. Sadly.
Because really, realistically, wouldn't you think
I think I should start up a church. I think I'm going to start up a church.
tax exempt? Tax exempt?
Oh,
Could be a millionaire.
I beat the system. I did it.
It's-
I just need followers
You know, it's one of those things where it's like,
to blindly give me their money.
you go back to the Declaration of Independence. You know, they were talking about in their government they wanted a separation between church and state.
Yes.
Well, then that separation should also mean that if you're making money as a church, then you should be paying. Where it feels like they're still kind of keeping them connected by allowing them to not have to pay taxes. Like,
Actually, that is separation.
well,
IRS is government. Churches are religion.
they are religion.
They're
They're
separate.
They are separate. But what I'm saying is,
So why would a religion have to pay a tax for the government?
because they're bringing in money in where that government is.
So, they're donations.
Mm.
You don't think I do my research, do you?
Well, you know, it was just a thought of mine more than anything. You think just because they're donations, they shouldn't be taxed?
No, they're a church. They should be taxed because Joel Osteen's a cunt who looks like Tim Allen.
I didn't even know about that story until you said something. I did not see that.
Fucking CNN.
CNN, just the worst. Just
CNN fucked up. CNN.
You are fake news.
they are. CNN, just go home. You're drunk.
You know what, CNN?
Game over, yeah!
we are abusing the hell out of those drops.
You're just not very credible. You're not credible when you use Tim Allen as Joel Osteen. You're just not.
They do look so fucking close, though.
They do look similar. I will admit that. But like, where was your like reviewing of your stuff? Like, where was your looking over that, fact checking? Like what?
Alternative facts.
Tim Allen is Joel Osteen.
Well, duh.
Alternative facts.
It's right there.
I don't know. It's funny to see big businesses like that fuck up so bad.
Yeah.
Trolling. I do it for the lulz.
Yeah.
But talking about the ultimate troll, Conor McGregor.
Fucking what a cunt.
That fight went about as much as we thought it would go.
Yeah. I actually thought it was going to be a decision. Quite honestly.
You thought it was going to go to the end?
Yeah.
But
But after he took that hit in like the ninth? 9th or 10th? I think it was the 9th. Because I know it was the 9th. He took the hit that really shook him and just made him woozy, and then because he went into the 10th and he was just fucking gassed.
Yeah. I would like to point out, it's interesting, Mayweather said he wouldn't go 9.5, and he didn't go 9.5 rounds. He said
He did.
he called it. He called his shot.
He did.
Conspiracy.
Not really.
I couldn't believe though that there were still people out there like conspiracy right after that fight. They were like conspiracy.
Oh, he threw the fight, and it's like, dude, you saw the ref. Conor was taking head punches left and right. The ref literally had to stop it.
I mean, had he not stopped it, he would have literally been knocked out, not just TKO.
He would have died.
And it was interesting, to see this fight, because I hadn't really watched many of Mayweather's bouts before, but they said it was even different now, because it seemed like he was going a bit more offensive this match.
Yeah.
And you could just tell, especially when that happened, he was going after him.
Yeah.
He knew he had him.
Yeah.
He knew he had him right in that moment.
Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want about Mayweather outside of the ring. When he's in that ring, he's a fucking genius.
He is. I mean, he's a piece of shit out of the ring,
Yeah.
but in the ring, he knows boxing. He's not just some guy.
Comparing this to the Pacquiao fight, it was a lot more entertaining.
Yeah, I think, it will...
And the Pacquiao fight, looking back on it, you can see he was using a lot of more defensive strategy in that. And then you bring in the McGregor fight, and he literally did not go in for any hugs.
No, not really. And you could... Thing is, you could tell, though, McGregor just, didn't have the training. He wanted to go to some of his UFC stuff,
he
and
did.
he had to be told by the ref a lot of times, kind of, hey, you can't do that.
Like in the 9th round, when he took that headshot, you can see when he started going into the corner with Mayweather, he just wanted to just do like an MMA clinch and just throw in some kicks just to get him down, but it was like, oh no.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm just watching it, I'm like, oh no. Don't
yeah, I was seeing that too.
Don't end this in DQ, McGregor.
Yeah, because that would be...
You can't be that fucked up, man. But
but
the way he went in, just to get some grabs, it was just like, dude, that is way too much of a judo hold or some shit.
You could tell. But the interesting thing was, he landed some good punches, though. That was probably some of the better punches that Mayweather's taken.
He did land a
many
clean
fights.
uppercut.
He
did land a clean uppercut.
That one where they would play it in slow motion, he got him good ones.
Yeah.
He got him good ones.
But I still wouldn't say those were the worst hits Mayweather's ever taken.
Probably not the worst.
No.
But maybe the worst in a little while.
Well,
Probably in the last few fights, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because probably some of the worst hits he's probably ever taken was probably early in his career, I imagine, versus now.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, there had to have been a few that were in the middle that were the tough ones.
Although I mean now he's
But I mean,
had
he's-
50 fights, so
But I mean, he's fucking 50-0. He's
50-0.
fucking retired again, so.
the retiring thing kind of gets me because I'm like, is he really retired though?
He's
Is he?
retired until the next challenger.
Yeah, he's retired until he gets that next payday again.
Yeah, until that next guy comes along and is like, I'm gonna beat Mayweather, and then it's like, nope.
No. Although I mean, how much longer can he go before he really has to retire
I just
and
wanna
keep
point
his
some-
number intact?
I just want to point something out. Mayweather has beaten 49 boxers. At least he's had beaten 49 boxers. You know, if you count each one as an individual,
Right.
he's beaten an MMA specialist, and he has a fucking win at WrestleMania.
Oh, does he really?
Yes,
I did not know that.
he beat the Big Show.
The big, oh wow,
Yeah.
the Big Show.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Hey,
that's something
Mayweather beat Big Show.
crazy.
Mayweather is the king of sports.
King of sports. He wins.
He wins.
He wins all.
Put him in a soccer game. Put him as the goalie. He'll punch that ball right into the fucking net. Put him on the football field. He'll punch the football off all the way to the other end of the field.
Now, just for a minute, I want to talk about how I watched the fight, because I'm not gonna pay that money to watch that fight.
Oh hell no! No
It was not that interesting.
no.
It was
Only true-
it was probably more interesting than people thought it was gonna be,
Yeah.
and I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
So I go and I browse for a stream somewhere.
Yeah.
Find Facebook Live one.
Because you're a pirate.
Yeah, whatever. But I come across this black guy's live stream where he's just wearing like all neon green, and he was just with like a couple of his friends. They had like 2 TVs set up right next to each other, and he was just zooming in with his phone. But every once in a while, he'd just turn around, like and subscribe, or he'd just walk around like in between rounds. And just be, and I just thought he was the funniest guy ever. Sometimes, at first I thought it was fucking annoying. I'm like, I just want to watch the fight, man. If you're streaming, I just want to watch the fight. but then it just finally got to me. I'm like, okay, you're funny. I'll stay. I will stay.
You see, I watched a Twitter stream, and the one I was watching counted itself as a church donation stream.
Yes.
It did not say anywhere in it that it was the boxing match. It was a church donation stream.
Yes. They were taking down so many streams from Facebook Live like crazy. So
They were doing the same thing on Twitter.
So that's why that was a big thing. So it was so hard to kind of find something.
But you'd find that one.
Yeah, you'd find
You'd
at least
find the
one.
hero who was able to stay.
Yeah, you win, sir.
The stream I was watching had I want to say 20,000 people watching it.
That's like
Not a single person commented.
the problem with Facebook Live is you could not get people to stop commenting on those things and liking those things. So that's why they're all getting taken down, because you could see these things just shoot up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, though, with Facebook Live, you can just kind of swipe away
Uh-huh.
those, and you can just watch it. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay attention to any of that shit.
So you got to watch the fight with comments. I watched the fight without comments.
But it was kind of funny because he was also just like super hyped. The dude was just super hyped because
Well,
there was
I
just so many
bet.
people watching his stream. He was like, he couldn't believe it.
Well, I bet his new future career is going to be a YouTube star. Like and subscribe, guys.
But he kept like asking questions, like, "Is this gonna get taken down? Is this gonna get taken down? Am I gonna lose my Facebook post?" He's like, "Bro, give me your Facebook if I lose my Facebook." Like,
Hey, he was thinking, man.
he was thinking ahead on it.
Yo, if I get taken down, I need your account, man.
Yeah, I need your Facebook account, bro. Like and subscribe. Like, he kept acting like he was going to like he was gonna just like stop the stream. I'm gonna stop the stream if you guys don't like and subscribe, but he never stopped the stream. He was just trying to get likes and subscribers for real.
What a hero.
What a hero.
What a hero.
Oh man. He was going for it. He was trying.
Now, was there the cliched black commentary during the fights? Oh, don't go for that right. Don't go for that right. Oh,
There actually was
right.
some of that. There was some of that. I'm like, yes. Yes, this is what I wanted actually.
You got the better stream.
Yeah, I think I did.
My guy was lame. He was like, oh, get him.
Get him.
Oh, Gregor's croggy. Gregor's croggy. Get a little foggy.
Get a little funky.
It's like, this dude's just fat and white, please. I can tell by your voice. Give me somebody black. I want a commentator, please.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, just sometimes you just move the camera, just stare at his friend. Yo, this is my buddy T.I. What's up, homeboy? This is my boy T.I. And his friend just really wouldn't look at the camera. He'd maybe look once, and then he'd just look away. He's just like, he'd be that guy like, why is he doing this? Part of that one friend, like, I hate you so much.
Oh, yes, you.
Yes.
But he was a hero to millions. It was like, yo, man, fuck you too. I don't need you. I have these guys. Okay, back to the fight, bitch.
That was probably a big comment that he always got.
Hey, nigga, stop talking. Go back to the fight.
Thing is, he was wearing this bright green shirt, and then he was wearing this bright green flat bill hat, and it seems like every time he turned the camera around, he'd like to move it, and then maybe move it back. Like he couldn't stop fidgeting with his hat.
Oh my god.
Hats. The real fidget spinner.
Oh my god. What's the next topic? I forgot. I need to transition mine.
That GOT? That GOT finale?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know who else is a hero?
Who?
Fucking Ice King.
Ice King. Ice King
Or the
for the
Night
win.
King, or whoever the fuck he's called. Taking the fucking dragon.
The Night King.
The Night King, taking the dragon.
You know, the episode before the finale
Mm-hmm. The Suicide Squad episode.
really pissed me off because it had that thing where it got released
Mm-hmm.
by one of their other versions.
Mm-hmm.
So about everybody was watching it. And I came across a video that had it, but the audio wasn't great, so I decided not to watch it.
True good man.
And then I got part through the week, and I was like, damn it, I kind of want to watch it. So I started looking for it, and then, of course, I come across a fucking comment with a spoiler. And I'm like, oh my god, I hate you people. I hate you people so bad. Spoilers are the worst. They are the worst.
I
I'm
mean, I
like,
can spoil the final season for you if you really want me to.
no.
I can take a fucking wild guess, and I'm going to be right.
I mean, most people could kind of somewhat guess what it would.
Alright, hold on. It's going to be 7 episodes, right? Alright, first 3 are... The first one, everybody's getting to Winterfell, right?
Yeah, that's where they're headed.
And end of episode 1, we see the dragon. We see the Night Dragon. We see Blue Eyes White Dragon coming to Winterfell.
I like that was like a thing.
Yeah.
That was like the meme after
It was.
the Game of Thrones.
I posted it after I watched it,
Blue
too.
Eyes White Dragon. Oh my
I
god.
posted it to Facebook after I watched it, too. I'm not afraid of that. Alright, so that's the end of episode 1. Episode 2 and 3 are the fight. The war. Alright?
Interesting.
Episode 4, 5, and 6 is the battle for the Iron Throne. 6 is where we get the winner, and we find out that Jon Snow is the true heir to the Iron Throne. He is the true lineage. Episode 7 is him becoming king. Boom. I end the series.
What's interesting though is you actually have the
And
fight.
at the end of the series, Danny throws up because she realized she fucked her nephew.
Meow.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
What's interesting is you put the battle against the Night King less than the battle for the Iron Throne, which it could be. It really actually isn't gonna. I mean, 2 episodes is not gonna really be a super long battle.
But I mean, 2 episodes with every single fucking main character in one spot.
Yeah.
That's why I only get 2 episodes. And then
It's gonna be
3 is because of how much. And then I gave the other one 3 because of how much they're going to split everybody up after that.
It's
You have one season to get 2 wars out of the way. Think about that.
and that's so crazy, especially because, fuck, Game of Thrones. The build-up has been the fight with the Night King.
Yeah.
And it's gonna have to be like half a season.
Like, here's the thing. They should have like built up the Night King this whole time. But in like the last 2 or 3 episodes of this season, they should have gone with the original war. You know, the Daenerys versus Cersei.
Right.
While Jon Snow is still just like in the middle, trying to be like, "Yo, guys, we need to stop this." You know.
Yeah.
And then Jon Snow catches on fire from the dragon, and it's like he's just standing there naked, and it's like, what the fuck just happened? You know, because he's dragon, he can't die from fire.
That would make well.
And then it's revealed that he's the true king, and
Well, even when they first did their little snippets of him actually really being, kind of a Targaryen there,
Mhm.
And things. And then you went, okay, where's this going? And then they just kind of call back to that a little bit with like the one scene where Daenerys gets back from beating Jaime at that battle, and then you have Jon Snow there and the dragons.
yeah,
Not, they're
this dragon's just fucking sniffing Jon Snow.
yeah, they're like, okay, Targaryen, get it.
Yeah.
So, wow, that was interesting. So yeah,
Let's also talk about how the fuck they fucking used Benjen Stark as like for no reason at all, just so he could come back. That's it. Just so Jon Snow can have a way to get out.
Yeah, and that's like I always watch after the episode.
I don't.
Like into the episode, how they
Mhm.
kind of talk about it, because they talked about that specifically. They're like, we had to think kind of a way for Jon Snow to come back. How is he gonna come back?
Season 1 callback from a guy who was only in the series for 3 episodes.
Yep.
Boom.
And that was a good idea. It was interesting.
It wasn't. It was dumb. It was fucking. It was literally.
It was one of those things though. You're like, really? They couldn't just catch Jon Snow?
All right. After this, why the fuck did they all walk away when they knew Jon Snow was drowning, but then came back for the dragon?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Why
is
didn't they
that?
just stay
I don't understand.
and
that.
wait?
That's where they probably should have thought about that part of the episode a little bit more.
But it's all really Sandor's fault for throwing that rock. So they noticed that the ice was
Oh yeah, I'm like,
strong enough to hold them.
I'm like, oh my god, I fucking hate you. I hate you for throwing that rock. Cause I'm like, you're so dumb.
It's like the first one, oh dude, that was a good throw. Then you throw a bigger one, it's like, you dumb son of a bitch.
And then they like,
Now here's the other thing. Why didn't they just?
why did
They
walk?
had Gendry's warhammer. Why didn't they just break the ice around them?
That was always the question too. I was thinking of like, why weren't you just finding a way to at least separate yourself again?
Yeah.
And then
You also have like fire mage right there. Fucking have them burn the fucking shit.
and it's also like,
I mean, you'll fucking sit there, but you'll be safe.
and then the skeletons, the army.
Yeah.
They'll just start walking slowly.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, maybe
a few of them started walking slowly, and then as they got closer, they started sprinting.
Yep.
I do like that. I think these are the only dead ones I like sprinting because it's not zombies versus guns. It's zombies versus guys who are slow.
Right.
So fast zombies do work in this scenario. I like that.
It's interesting, and I'm like, okay, when they come across just a small pack of them, so they can catch one.
Yeah.
Like just come across a small pack ahead of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, interesting.
Now here's the thing. The fucking wall is destroyed.
Yeah.
There's no fucking recovery. So, winter is gonna end one way or another.
Right.
So,
Well, what's interesting?
Even if the Night King does die, who's to say there's not a bigger threat still behind him?
Because the thing is, when you see that map,
Mm-hmm.
there's always so much space up there that's just not
Used.
Yeah, it's just north of the wall.
I also want to say, like, everybody else is going in, like, super hyper speed during this whole season. Fucking Night King going real time.
Yeah, Night King's still going real time.
Like everybody else made it back to the wall, and, like, by the end of the episode, the Night King's like, all right, I have a dragon. We're just now at the wall.
Thing is,
Time to end the season.
just like you said, I mean, you are going to see them reach Winterfell, at least by the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
Because really, Winterfell is not far from where
No,
they are.
it's the closest stronghold.
So you're going to see at least them be there. That's probably I still imagine that's the way it's going to be, though.
Yeah.
You're not going to see any fighting or nothing.
No.
They're still opening the episode. You won't see them until the end.
Yeah.
That means the fight won't be until at least the second one.
Yeah. And it's sadly going to be either 2 or 2.5 episodes. It's sadly going to be the smallest war in the entire series.
And that's going to kind of be sad, really, because...
I don't know. I mean, the battle at Blackwater Bay was just one episode, and that was really good. The battle at the wall with the battle between the crows and the wildlings at the wall, that was just one episode, and that was pretty cool. Battle of the Bastards was one episode.
I'm sure they're going to make it great. I just feel like, to a certain extent, it might be a little disappointing just because...
I just want to say something. I just named out the 3 biggest battles in the entire fucking series. Almost 8 seasons. Or 8 seasons. Fucking 3 battles.
I know. It's been very peaceful.
This is like the shittiest show ever.
Oh.
It's all politics.
There's a lot of politics. Actually, speaking of politics in Game of Thrones, Littlefinger, gone. He thought he was gonna break between the two of them, and I really thought for a second there that he had like messed with Sansa's mind, where she was actually going to do something.
Oh no! When he gave that dagger to Bran, he fucking sealed his fate. He was like, Bran took it and was like, "You're the one who tried to kill me. Said this was from Tyrion. Here you go, Arya. I don't want it. I'm gonna be weird over here."
He is so weird.
Oh, hey, Sam.
He was so weird last season. Oh, so weird.
Jon Snow's over the wall. How do you know that? I had a vision.
I had a vision. Oh.
But that was funny. Oh, did you see that in a vision? Just pulls up a scroll.
Yes. That was pretty good. So Littlefinger's gone. That sequence was pretty cool and interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of like one of the weaker characters.
He was.
He was the weakest strong character on that show.
It was just interesting.
Like, the later seasons, he definitely became a really weak character.
I mean, you definitely probably could have guessed that they weren't really going to be torn apart, but just kind of the build up to that,
yeah.
It put a little bit of doubt where you were like, I don't know, maybe.
I mean, let's also think one thing about Littlefinger, like him in season 1. Like, the big theory about season 1 was like, it's Varys versus Littlefinger for the Iron Throne, the eunuch versus the whoremonger.
Yep.
And then it just became a guy who's trying to split up families so he can get what?
I don't even actually.
What was his motive?
That's what I'm trying to understand. Is
He
where
got the veil. What more did he want? I didn't understand that. Like, I could understand him getting the veil because he grew up there. He wanted to be a lord. But then he got it, so you help Sansa get Winterfell and help Jon with the Battle of the Bastards. Now what?
I was trying to. Yeah, I don't understand his motives at the end.
Yeah.
Like, what was his goal?
Yeah.
Sansa? Was it? Like, I don't.
I mean, you sold her to Ramsay of all people. All right, let's be honest. Sansa reclaims Winterfell with Jon. Jon leaves. Arya comes back. Oh, hey, little sis. Oh, hi. Do you know what it would be like if I killed a man and took your face?
That's
Okay.
where I thought.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. You're weird. We have a message that Brandon's back. I am the three-eyed raven now. All my siblings are weird. All my siblings are weird.
It's true. It's really true. That's one of those things, though. That sequence is partly why I was like so doubtful on maybe they were gonna have some sort of argument, because it's like, all I need to do is cut off your face. Like, okay, maybe she would. Maybe she would. I don't know.
It's really at the point where it's like, okay,
No.
Stark kids are weird.
Yeah, Stark kids are weird.
It's weird that the Stark kid who was weird at the beginning, Sansa, is now the sane one at the end.
Yeah, it is interesting, huh?
Oh my god, Joffrey is so hot. Oh my god. Arya, stop trying to be a boy. Joffrey.
Yeah, now she's Lady of Winterfell.
I am the Lady of Winterfell. Look at my bosoms.
I will, madam. I will. Oh. Then there's Cersei.
She's pregnant.
Stab Jon Snow and Daenerys in the back with the non-truce.
Oh, I don't think that's gonna happen. Jaime fucking left. What army does she have? Let's be honest. She lost the one who could lead the army.
Well, yeah, but is he just gonna be gone, or is he gonna try to take the army?
I think he's gonna try and find a way to, like, join Daenerys and Jon, come up with a plan with them.
I think he literally is riding to Winterfell. He's leaving.
Yeah, that's where I think that was where he was going.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And I think this might be finally enough for Jaime. I think he might actually be done.
Yeah, I honestly think that because after his sister was willing to kill him, you know, his lover
Right.
was willing to kill him, he was just ready to. He was like, "You're giving him the order to kill me. I'm fucking done."
Right.
You know what? My siblings are weird. I'm going home.
It was actually interesting also seeing where it snowed there
Yeah.
towards the end.
Yeah.
Where you were kind of like, I don't know, some of their advantage I think was back maybe when it wasn't snowing, it wasn't cold.
Yeah.
Some of their advantage down there was that it wasn't like, you know, some of the rougher conditions you had, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they survived as well.
I just want to say, if Cersei's like plan is correct, and Euron is just getting a new army and waiting for winter to be over so he can take it, so they can make sure that they win out and have all the kingdoms. If that's, I don't think that would be Euron's plan. I really think he just went back to the Iron Islands.
That was so crazy when she said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Because I feel like he's pretty self-centered and would just want to go back
I mean,
home.
yeah, he wants to bang the queen, but it's like, dude, you have the opportunity to bang the queen. He's gonna try and take it.
He's trying to go in. But I don't know. And then it's interesting how things are so tied together. Because now what is that? What is that mercenary army called? The Golden... Isn't the Golden Company? Is the mercenary army that Euron's supposed to be going and getting?
I think so, yes.
And the guy that came back for Daenerys, the guy that's in love with her,
Jorah.
he was once part of the Golden Company. Because, on the... Cause I don't
think it was that guy. I think it was the guy who Daenerys left over in Essos.
No, I'm pretty
to
sure...
watch over Marine. That guy.
I'm pretty sure it's this guy because I watched the after the episode.
I don't think it's Jorah because Jorah was a slaver in Westeros.
I think he was part of the Golden Company prior to that, though.
No. Jorah was not part of the Golden Company.
Pretty sure.
Motherfucker!
Google it, chat. Because I watched the after the episode thing where they talked about it. But then what do you think about the end of that episode where they're like, okay, now we're totally going to tell everybody who Jon Snow really is?
Oh, yeah, while they're banging.
Yeah, while they're banging, like it's just the same sequence. And you're like,
fuck you.
Okay, that's interesting.
Fuck you.
Thing is, the thing between Daenerys and Jon Snow, I've been waiting for that to happen. I'm like, yes, okay.
I think everybody has, like, it's been hinted at all fucking season, and it's just,
I think a lot of people wanted that to happen.
I didn't. Because I've known since day one that Jon Snow was a Targaryen.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Let's be honest, season 1 is like the biggest hint of all. Ned Stark is way too honorable to cheat on his wife.
That's true. Thing is,
and Robert's rebellion was about getting his wife back. And then Ned Stark just comes back with a kid.
Right. Well, it's just crazy how they pretty much talked about it earlier.
All right, I also want I also want to point out, fucking Bran was like, Jon Snow is not Jon Snow, he's Jon Sand. No, he's not. Rhaegar got married to Lyanna. I need to see this now. How did I not see this?
Right.
How did you not see that? Don't you have visions?
But yeah, because thing is, they went back to like his vision from the prior time because he had already had that vision. So it was kind of weird that they kind of did a rehash. I don't know if they really needed to do that, but I guess
they did it just so we could hear what she said.
Right.
Because in the first one we didn't hear what they said, but when she goes Aegon Targaryen, it's like, oh, there we go. Well, we know his name.
And you're just looking at that and you're like, Robert's rebellion was all a lie.
Yeah.
You're just like mind blown.
Because it was built on a lie. Because the lie was, hey, Robert's trying to get his wife back from the guy who raped her.
Right. And that did not happen.
And that's not what happened. It was two lovers. It was Romeo and Juliet. It was Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. It's interesting. Game of Thrones loves incest. They do.
I don't know what's wrong with George R.R. Martin, man.
They like it. They like it for some reason. It's huge in Targaryens and Lannisters.
No, it's not. It's not in Lannisters. It's just Cersei and Jaime.
Well, that's true.
They're the only two. Targaryens, on the other hand,
Targaryens are like... Yeah.
Targaryens are trying to keep their blood pure. And then Jon Snow comes along.
And then I like it early in that episode. Who said you can't have children? like bitch, I'm gonna put a baby in you.
It all started in that cave.
It did.
You know, he drew all them drawings. He was like, I'm gonna get this bitch wet.
I'm gonna put a baby in her.
Man, he's on that island for like 6 months, and he's like, I'm gonna bang this bitch.
Daenerys is hot though, and she's a powerful woman.
Yeah, but she's not as hot as Jon Snow's ass.
Why is everybody so like on that about
Let's
it?
be honest.
People.
Even I said that was a good ass.
Thing is, that was what Twitter was going on about. Because there was like even dudes like,
Come on.
okay,
Come
give
on.
it up to Jon Snow's ass.
Come on.
Yeah.
It was a good ass.
Yeah. I wish my ass was like that. Like,
I do too.
chicks love it. Chicks love it.
We rarely ever get to see him without any fucking black leather on.
Yeah, he wears like because he's the guy of the north. So even when he's like in the south, he's still always wearing like. How are you not like dying from heat stroke?
Yeah. It's wintertime, man.
You would. It's all he's a Targaryen, but you know he was raised by Ned Stark. He's way too honorable.
Yeah.
Like even when everybody after Cersei left, like what the fuck? Why didn't you lie?
Why didn't you lie?
You could have just lied. Even Daenerys is like, I mean, I respect that, but you could have just lied. Yeah.
Like literally everyone was just like, "Oh, this was a waste." Fucking learn to lie, bitch.
That's like Daenerys.
If I lie once, words will mean nothing. Okay? Okay?
I like that type of honorability, though.
I can't do nothing without my words. Okay? Okay? That's how I led the Night's Watch. That's how I'm gonna lead the North. That's how I won the Battle of the Bastards. Everybody shut the fuck up. Alright? I'm the one who punched the shit out of Ramsay, but Sansa's the one who released the hounds. Didn't even kill him.
I like it. This episode's also kind of him leaving behind his code for the Night's Watch. Like, he was kind of still living up to that. We're like, no.
He
could
was,
have
but then
went-
when he died and came back, and then he was like, I died, my Night Watch ended. I died, my watch ended.
But
I can't do anything.
you just seen it a little bit more where he was like, okay, I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
If she's going to give it up, I'm going to go get it.
Yeah. You're talking about the cave.
Cave. I'm after that cave, though.
Jon Snow's like, I just wanted to kiss you down there. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's got to be a great lover. I mean, the first place he wanted to kiss was downstairs.
She's so
And Ygritte, as hot as she was, Jon downgraded. Let's be honest.
downgraded.
Jon downgraded. From Ygritte to Daenerys, he downgraded.
They're both pretty hot.
Yeah, but Ygritte took it with Jon Snow. I mean, even with all that fucking shit on, and you only saw her face, you were like, that chick has banging body.
I mean, inevitably you saw her body in the cave, but
And then Daenerys is all like, here's my tits.
yeah, she's big into showing everything. It's good. Nice.
Nice.
But oh my gosh.
It's about that time.
Yeah. Did we miss anything though?
Nope.
No, I think we pretty much
No, I
covered it.
transitioned everything really well.
Yeah.
You can go down the topic list. I can tell you I transitioned everything well.
It was perfect. Well,
I'm hungry.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter
I'm hungry. Order a pizza.
at PhantasmaCast for the regular podcast, or PhantasmaCJ for my commentary, or at Big B Plays. And
Check out Big B Reviews, please.
yeah, check them out. They're awesome.
We have new shows coming, please.
And you'll hear us next time.